This video will show you how to make an image navigation that changes images when you roll over it using CSS and sprites. So one of the things you might want to have in your navigation instead of just text like we have here is you might want to use images. So I'm going to switch to a different web page just to test adding images to your navigation by seeing if we can create a navigation that uses images and the images change when you roll over them. So let's switch to the HTML. So here we have the page, and as you can see, there's nothing on it. So let's add some navigation, a navigation button. And I'm just going to add one for right now so that we can play with it and see if we can get it working to change when we roll over it. So that's the HTML we would add. Then we'll go in and style the unordered list to give it a relative position, a margin, some padding, a width, and a height. Then we'll style the list item. We add the list item styles. Again, we're going to set the height explicitly to 65. The position is absolute. And then we're also going to set a background image URL. This is what my background image URL looks like. It's two pictures of swords, one in brown and one in black. This is what's called a sprite file. You can have as many images as you want in it, and what we're going to do is display only the icon that we want. In this case, for the initial state, we're going to use the black icon, and for the rollover state, we're going to use the brown icon. And you can add as many sprites as you want, put them in wherever you want in the file, and that will keep your website downloads faster because there's only one image file to download. You put as many images in as you want, and then just clip the sprite's image so that it only displays the portion that you want to display. So the last thing we're going to style is the anchor link inside of the button navigation. But this isn't all there is to it. You have to style the actual sword item so that it knows what to do and what to display for that item. Right now, it's empty. There's just a blank link, so it's not really going to display anything. So let's go in and add some styles to make that display. So I'm going to go in and add my button sword styles, and I want to set it with a width of 75 and position it left 0 pixels. But the last thing we need in order to get this to work is a rollover. Rollovers are set on the anchor tag with the hover pseudo class. And so here we're going to set the hover pseudo class on the button sword anchor to a background URL of sprites.png. We're going to position it 0 pixels over and negative 70 pixels down, and we're going to set it to not repeat. And that tells it that when you hover over that link, it'll change it to the brown sprite. So let's see if that worked. Reload, and there's our sword link. And when we pull our mouse over it, it changes to the brown sword. And that's how you use CSS sprites to add animated navigation to your web pages.